Hello friends, welcome to my channel Nihira Techies. This is our React.js tutorial part 17. In this video, let me explain the hook, use context and prop sterling. First, let me tell you what is use context. So this is the inbuilt mechanism for global state management in React application. So in React, we have two types of state management. One is local state and another one is global state. The local state in the sense we have to manage the state within the component itself. For doing that, we have a useState hook. Similarly, if you want to share the data across multiple components without passing your props, then we can go for this useContext global state management. So now you may have a question whether this is the only option for doing the global state management. Definitely no. This is the inbuilt option in React. It is used for the small scale application. In case if you have a large scale application, we can use some external library like Redux that we will cover in the separate video. Okay. Before starting the implementation of this use context hook, let me cover one more topic, that is prop sterling. So the props already we are aware. For transferring data from parent component to child component, we can use the props. Similarly, props sterling is nothing but transferring data to multiple intermediate components just to reach a deeply nested child component. Even though those intermediate components don't use the data themselves. Let me explain from one of the diagram, then you will get the better idea. So here we are in the app component. This is our parent component, okay? And we have a value as user. And we need to pass this value to end grandchild. And here only we are going to display this value. At the same time, there is no direct connection to this app and grandchild. So that's why we are passing this value to parent, then parent to child, then child to grandchild. So in between the time, we are just passing these values through the props, but we are not going to use in parent or child. We are just using in our grandchild only. Since we are using this use context hook, we can avoid these scenarios also. Okay, so let me start the implementation. For doing this implementation, I have created three components: component 1, component 2, and component 3. First, in this component 1, I am going to use in our parent product. Okay, so already we have some content. So after that, we can use this one, component 1. So next in our component 1, I added one class name, and inside the component 1, I am referring this component 2. Okay. So the same way in our component 2, adding one class name and referring this component 3. Okay. So finally in this component 3, just adding this class only. Okay. So now if you look at the UI, so here this is our parent component, then our child, and we have another nested child. Finally, we have a grandchild. There are three components. Okay. In this parent component, I'm going to have one value user. So that value I need to display in our grandchild side. So first we can do this implementation using this props drilling. Then we can convert this into use context. Okay. And here I'm just passing this value user and here are the keys. Okay. So next in our component one side can have this prop section user. I'm passing the same value to our component 2. Okay. So the same way in our component 2 side, we can get the value from these props and passing this value to our component 3. Okay. Finally, in this component 3, I'm going to display this value. Just having one span tag user. Okay, now we are able to see this value. So this value we have passed from our parent component only. At the same time, we are not using this component 1 and component 2. Since we don't have a direct connection from our component 3 to our parent component, using this props drilling concept, we have passed this value. Okay. But in the real-time scenario, it may create some performance issue. For avoiding that, we can go for the global state management use context. So let me show you how to do that. We can take the same example only. First, let me start my change from this parent component. So here, first we can define our context, port, and we can provide our context name as user, and we need to use create context. It's from our React only. We need to pass the data using this user context in our component side. I mean, in this HTML side, provider, and we can move to down. And here we need to pass our data and pass the same data only. Username, here are techies. So here after whatever child components are rendered inside this user context, the same data can be accessible. Okay. So in this scenario, there is no need to use these props. And remove this one. Similarly, in this component one, we don't have these props. So the same way we can remove for all the components. Okay. We are completely removing this props, and here also we can remove this one and just empty array. Now if you look at the UI, there is no values. Okay. The next thing is we need to access our user context and make sure we need to bind the value here. In this component 3 side, we have to declare one variable username, and we have to use our use context, fine. And here we need to access our user context. Now we can bind the same value here. Now if you look at here, the same value we are able to bind here. At the same time, we not touched anything in this component 1 or component 2. In case if you require to access in this component 2 also, we can do the same thing. Then we can simply bind it here. Username. Okay, this is fine. So we can see one more use case. So currently we just passed one of the value. The next thing is we can apply one of the theme change. So currently in our parent component, we have a change theme option. So if I click, I am able to see this dark theme and light theme. Okay. So the same theme change also we can apply for our child components using this use context option. For doing this one, we can start our change from this parent component. Okay. So the first thing is we need to define this context, and we can provide the name as theme context. So basically you may have a questions, can we use multiple use context in our component side? Yes, we can use the multiple context. That topic only we are covering now. And same way we can use this theme context also here. There is no order, and we can include this provider as well. Okay. And for the value point of view, we can pass the theme. So theme will be already we have used in our use state variable. It is available in this current component. So now we are passing using this global state management. Okay. So the next thing is I'm going to access this value in my component 3. The steps are same only. And we have to provide the name as theme. And instead of the user context, we have to use this theme context. That's it. Okay. Okay. And then this theme I'm going to use in our class section. Instead of providing the static value, we can provide this theme. That's it. Now if you look at here, we are able to see this black theme, right? Currently if I'm changing this into light, so there is the light. Maybe I can include the card, then we will get some difference. Okay. You can see now there is a light theme. In case if I'm changing this into dark, the parent component in the dark mode, the same way the grandchild also in the dark mode. So the same way, the same theme needs to be applied for this component 1 or component 2 also we can do. Just like we have to access this theme like this. Maybe if I'm applying for this component 1, we need to import this use context and then this theme context as well. Okay, I can just apply for this H1. Okay, now look at here. Okay, this is the way our use context hook will work. Still, if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box. And also, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.